Good afternoon, Dylan. It is June 24th, 2015. I'd really like to break the literal intentions of the law in order to get at the spirit, as long as it suits me favorably. Then again, on the other hand, I'd like to use the literal sense of the law if it suits me favorably and can somehow twist or break the spiritual sense. I don't know how many other people like to do that. I'm sure many others do. And I feel lawyers are paid to do this. Just I'm not good enough with the language to do it in any kind of professional capacity. As you were saying, judges are the ones who have to determine whether it's the spirit or the literal interpretation of the law that should be followed. That's probably a pretty tough job because you've got to sit there and figure out exactly how this scenario is going to work out and if it's easily broken one way or the other. And if it doesn't seem to be appropriate, it's got to get changed to meet better standards so that it's harder to abuse somehow. As we as people continue to tweak these social and political laws or any other kind of law that may be out there or rule or whatever, they have to get more and more complex, which pulls me back to the lawyer. They're the ones that are professionally using these deviations, variations, and tweaks to further some need or some gain, which then probably ends up working its way back through the system somehow, so that way the law that was adjusted away from how it was originally intended can become corrected again, and the whole cycle can continue to repeat forever. We can use this system for a whole bunch of different avenues other than just law. We can do that for building structures, we can do that for, anything, pretty much. Anything that has the need to be built upon in a much more precise, much more refined process. I feel like science does this all the time too. They have a procedure, they get results, they see the results, see if it's what they want, refine the process to get even more accurate, more better. Yeah, more better, I obviously English well. To get better results that are much more precise and get a much better understanding of what it is they're hunting for. That is something we all do, and you don't know how to improve it unless there's a gap somewhere, whether it's a gap in the end result or a gap that's somehow found along the way. Every step is important. Those supreme judges have a much more challenging job because I feel it's their job to make sure that the literal and the spiritual interpretation of whatever law that they are presiding over or whatever it is they do fills the hole that it's supposed to, or fixes the hole that it's found, or covers whatever it is that it's supposed to cover without leaving too many gaps, holes, and other issues there that can be taken advantage of to get away from whatever kind of system this is trying to protect or remove. Which is an incredibly vague way of giving any kind of point across. I think I need to work on my English again. All in all, that was a very wordy way of me saying that I'm pretty much not going to break any of our rules that we've established. Not because they don't give me any personal gain by, following the spirit when we meant the literal and vice versa. It's just, there's so many different ways to handle each situation, and with only two of us to determine whether we're right or wrong, as long as we're always on opposite ends, we'll be locked in a dead stalemate and we have to rely on a third party. Which isn't always that fun when you have to go to a third party because any biases they may have may pour in and then ruin the whole system we have. It's easier just to follow the rules and play it safe, get through our year, which is almost up, and then go have fun doing whatever else we wanted. And with that cheery note of going do whatever else we want, Dylan, I'll see you on Friday. I'm going to go have some fun today. Take care.